So today on my 93 Dakota, I'm going to replace the window channel gasket that goes down in there and supports the window, basically holds it in place. It was deteriorated on this before, and I replaced it with a Fairchild, and it did not work out well. It's got poor fitment on it, and this was the better side that did it, so I'm going to replace it with Precision. And also I'm going to show you how to replace the Beltline molding as well. That's usually get tore up and deteriorated. And so this is the Precision part. It's the window channel gasket. The part number is GRL311087 for the driver's side. It's about 35 bucks on Rock Auto. Also, you want to get some clear plastic sheeting, like 3 mils thick, from Frost King if you'd like to replace the moisture barrier between the door panel and the door itself, because you're going to have to rip it off to get to all the stuff in the door. So I got this off Amazon. There's probably smaller sizes of it, but it wasn't that expensive to get from there. You're also going to need some pliers, socket wrench, 5/16 socket, 10mm socket. You can do an extension if you need one. A panel puller is good to have. You don't have to have it, but it's pretty nifty to have. Phillips head screwdriver, tape to hold the window up so it doesn't fall down, and some rubber cement to put the plastic sheeting on when you're done. So there's that. We're going to start by taking the stuff off. If you have these kind of mirrors, you just take, it's Phillips head right there, you just take that off, and then there's Phillips head right here to take off in the door handle, and then also to take this piece off, you press in and pull it towards you, and it's very susceptible to getting broken. It has 4 legs on it, and they can get broken, so it's a good piece to pick up at the junkyard if you can when you're out there looking. So let's get started. So I usually get hurt doing this, so I'm going to try not to hurt myself, but this is in there really good, usually. See, it's got the 4 little legs that can break. And this has little legs that it holds onto. It just hangs on there for that. The fun part is taking the door panel off. So you can use the door panel puller, but it's still kind of tight to get in there. I'm going to try it. At least so you can get your fingers in there. And you just pull on it. There's a couple of them. Just be gentle. they're going to fall out because they're crap. And then just lift up on it. And oops. And this has little metal tabs on it. You just push on it. Be careful because there's plastic that can break all around it. And they're not easy to find at the junkyard to replace. And then just slide it through like that. Put this over here. So most Dakotas have this vibration barrier on them. They're usually all tore up like this one is. It's all tore up. This is where the panel puller would come into play, especially to pull these clips out. And you might want to order some more clips because they're most likely going to break. So go ahead and try to take that off without breaking it. So it didn't break, so that's good. We can reuse that one, hopefully. But this stuff, it's crap. It's very, very easy to tear, but that's what you get when the truck's freaking old as hell. Just try not to tear it too much. And that one broke. You can get these on Amazon though for a couple bucks, like a whole pack of them for a couple bucks, which I will show later. So there's that. Now, here's a moisture barrier that I've already replaced, and with the before, this is not the original. We want to take this off. Again, this is another you would use for the panel puller. But you'll probably scratch up your paint getting to it. Just pull it. There's that. And then you're going to want to take this out. Like that. So we want to take this shield off. I don't know if it's going to come off well with the current stuff on it, but let's see. It pulls off nice. That's good. Sweet. But if it has the original, it's not going to come off easy. It's a pain in the ass to take off. So we're just going to pull this off. And I mean, you don't even have to reuse it if you don't. You can just make a whole new one. But I'll probably reuse mine. And after you pull that off, there's this. Here's the door. So, oh, my screwdriver went already. Go ahead and take the speaker out. Try to keep your screws separated so you know which ones go where. It's important to me. So, but they're all different sizes and thicknesses. So it's kind of important. I have aftermarket speakers on this truck. So And then it just has this clip. Be careful. It's old. It's plastic. It could break. And just pull it like that. The speaker somewhere where it's not going to collect a bunch of damn screws. And now, what we're going to do is we're going to tape the window so it doesn't fall out for the next step. Masking tape is good over duct tape because it won't get it's going to go all over the window, of course. That should be good. So there you go. Now, what we're going to do is, so this is a automatic power windows. So we're going to take this screw, this bolt out, this bolt out. There's a bolt over here that we want to take out. These two down here. And then there's two over here that holds the window track in, or the window channel in. Actually, it holds the automatic popper if you have an automatic door lock. So that holds that mechanism in, and then this two down here holds these are the 5/16. These two hold the it's like a stopper for the window track in there. I don't know if you can see it. It holds that in, and then the window track is actually held in by two pain in the ass screws up here. There's like one here and one up here, and it is an absolute pain in the ass to get them back in without it falling in the window, behind the window and everything. But we'll talk about that later. So let's go ahead and set up for that. So these are the clips that hold the door panel in. They get bent out of shape real easy from trying to put the door panel back in. You can order them also off Amazon. Just make sure you get the right size or else it won't work. So I would recommend getting a pack of them as well, just in case you are like me and bend the shit out of them. So those are there. These are the clips that hold the door panel on. They are a pain in the ass and they get bent out of shape. Like this one's bent out of shape real easy if you're not careful. You can order them on replacements on Amazon, and you're probably going to have to. And they're not that expensive for like a pack of 20 of them. I haven't gotten them today yet, but I just wanted to let you be aware to have some on hand, unless you go to the junkyard and find them, but I would just get brand new ones, honestly. And so that's those. All right, so let's see here. So these are the 10mm. So And then you want to unplug this. Another plastic piece that could break. You just push on this tab here and pull. It's going to be hard. There you go. They're always, those kind of plastics are always bad. So the, hold on, let me get this off. The window track, the motor has the runner on the window track, and you want to slide that out of the track. Let's see if I can get better in there. Slide that out after it's unattached. And then there's a certain way you slide it out. Let me put this back on the thing. So I can show you. There we go. That's out. Window didn't fall because it's taped. Now we want to take the popper, the automatic door popper off. So change out the socket. Oh, wrong one. Let's do this piece. Sorry, my bad. This piece has the window channel slides into there. Make sure it goes back in there when you put this back in, by the way. Change it back out again. It'll just hang. Now, let's take this back off. Up in here, you might need to take the door rod off. See if I can get a picture of it. It's got a little clip that they let you break, and it will probably break, but I got some already. But you might want to use like a flathead or whatever to get it off. But it's a door rod clip, so we just need to pop that off. All right. Now take the tape off. Hold the glass while you take the tape off, just in case you have a really deteriorated window channel gasket. And pull down on the window. gentle, because it's going to slam down if you're not gentle. Now, for the fun part. So, it has these little clips that hold it in the track. Let's see if I can show you. Hold on 1 second. It has these, once you pull the window down, it has these clips that hold it within the track. Let's see if I can't show you what they look like before pulling it out. You can see if you can see it there, that little plastic thing right there, little black plastic thing. So what you want to do is yank it forward as gentle and firm as you can, and try to dislocate it from the front channel as well, which we just like that actually. And so I just did it from there. It's usually not that easy. And then just yank it forward. So I'm going to put you on the stand for now so you can see. Push on the railing a little bit to snap it out. Make sure you get the front window part out first. Try to get it behind the channel, not in front, like I did. There's one. Don't be all snap. And then tilt the window up. Push it back. Try the popper. That was hard. So here's the little black clips. They can also break. You can also get them on Amazon or AutoZone or Advance or whatever by Dorman. I'll put up part numbers for that later just in case they do break, but they're pretty solid for the most part. But that is an option. That is a thing that could happen. They could break. And there's the second one down here. So just leave the window in while you replace the gasket. And the screws that I was talking about. Are here. Let's see. There's one hiding in there. Right there. And then the other one is right there. You have to take these out. Also, the window belt molding, the Beltline molding here has screws that are holding it in. And that's one reason you got to take the window out too, to get to them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're not really taking the window out. It's just I meant take it off the track. Sorry. So we'll go ahead and take those off. Once you remove the screws, this just pulls right on out. So, just like that. Ta-da! There we go. Now to do the screws. The pain in the ass screws. They're probably gonna fall. There's one. And 2, and they fell in the door. Try not to lose them. I don't think you can get replacements for those. Keep them separate. Alright, and now we're going to take the gasket out. So I'm going to put you back on the tripod. So, the fun part, taking this gasket out. Now, most likely yours is going to be all tore up and it's going to come off in pieces, not one single piece. But mine is brand new, so what we're going to do, and the critical part of this is that we're going to want to be gentle with it, but we're going to have to pull on the bar. And this is probably when you want to take, if you haven't already, taken that door rod clip off here, right there, and you just push on it. And take it out. Hopefully you saw that. But those clips can break. So what we want to do is jut it out, but try not to twist it too much. And it should pop out. Try not to twist the window track too much. Pull on it. Like that. There we go. So that's it, partially out. And Yours is most likely going to be a lot harder than this because it's probably going to be sun rotted or dry rotted and tore up and in pieces. For this part, we're just going to pull it. And there we go. Take this out, and it is out. So here's the window track. It'll be held on by these little tabs, little prongs right there. Like I said, this was a piss poor fitting one, so I'm just going to take it off. I'm going to try to reuse the track, but I've done it over and over again enough times that the little tabs might break off, so I have a replacement from the junkyard just in case that happens. So let's see what we can do here. So this is where the needle nose come into play. Bend this straight up, or bend these straight up. Like that. On the new window channel gasket, it's got these two cutouts. That's for where the screws go, here and here. So we want to line those up, and you need a box cutter because you're probably going to have to put slits where the little tabs go. So just line it up with the cutouts. And you'll see that you can kind of see them poking through a little bit, and that's where you want to make the cuts. Just kind of fold it around. But just make sure it lines up good with the screw holes. And then bend it. like that. These things get all twisted up, so they're all wonky at first. Now, we're going to go over here, and here comes the second fun part, or the next fun part. So, we need to put this corner in first. This corner right here. That has to go in first, or else nothing will line up right. So I'm going to try to do this with the camera on my chest and see how this goes. So stick it in carefully. And then this has to go on the outside. And this also has to go on the outside, this flap. There you go. And then you squeeze it. And we take this part and push it through and stick it down in there. Just make sure these flaps stay on the outside. Squeeze it again. And then there's two little flaps. Here. They need to be on the outside. You might have to tear them to make them fit a little bit better. Alright, so you might need to tear these just to make it fit a little bit on this edge better. And then go down in here, there's a track inside here. Get it to go through, around the window. And we just squeeze it into the slot there. squeezes into the channel. It also has a flap that needs to go around down there, so make sure you get that around. Let's see if you can see better this way. Make sure it's in there all nice and good. Old piece. And get it around the mirror. And you can cut these little extra pieces off. That's what I like to do. But that's pretty much it. It's a little wonky right here, but hopefully that'll straighten out once the window goes up and down. So, but that's how you want to do it. Make sure it snaps in here. Around there. Alright. Before you put the window back in or try to snap it back in, make sure that this gasket is behind the mirror. If you've got this kind of mirror, not in front of it, you could bind it up. Make sure it's nice and smooth. And then just check down there so that everything's good, and check all around. Make sure it's not bent up anywhere and everything. So, and we're going to put the screws in. That's going to be a lot of fun. But maybe it'll be easier with this one. So I got this nifty screwdriver that will hold the screws in place while I do it. So I'm hoping this will work out with making these screws go better into this gasket. So let me try that. And it's too fat. Too fat. Might have to use a line-up tool to get the screw hole right. Like that. Good to have a magnetic bit too. I don't know if I got it in there. kind of got it. I might want to put some graphite or something in here to help the window go down. So get that too. Alright, and now you want to make sure you put the door rod clip or door rod back before you put everything back together. You don't want to have the window in front of that and not be able to get to it. So just slide it in like that. Oh, gotta put it before. Oopsie. That could have been avoided. Put it like that. Come on. So that's what it looks like with it propped back in. Sorry I couldn't show it. It was pretty bare to do. But that's what it looks like with the door rod back in. Make sure it's in and it's clamped around. So this is the door belt molding, or the Beltline molding. And it just snaps in. Around a piece like that. Make sure you put this back in before the window. I think I usually cut this off a little bit first, but and then just put the screws back in. And that's what holes, 5, 6 holes, whatever holes. So now the belt molding is back on. Now we're going to try to put the window back in and see how it goes. Actually, we want to put the back in first. So hopefully I can get this on film. So you want to line it up, the little black piece, and snap it in. And then get the second piece in. Put the motor on. Put the package back like that. Now we're gonna try window. Alright, let's see if it goes up all the way. Oh, wrong one. That's good. Alright. Okay. Make sure I put the popper back in. Remember, it goes, the press goes in there. No. these pop out, put them back in. You snap back in. Alright. Put this piece back on. Like that. Put your speaker back in. Make sure there's no screws attached to the rear of it. Really fits on there, so it's fun. This is the time. And we're back to putting the plastic back on, and you just cut the plastic. You just measure the door from like here to right about here, and you cut the plastic. I think it's like 34 inches or something by 24, 36, something like that. I can't remember. And then you just put the rubber cement all along the edge of the door and on the plastic itself, and you just put the plastic on. And it worked out really good. The rubber cement worked out really good. So let's put this back on. Like so. It gets kind of sticky, of course. And make sure you cut out for your door handle. Cut out a hole for the door handle. And the speaker. And the flap down here. And a little hole for your door. Because that's got to be up there. And then just put it all back. It worked out really good. And I'm going to cut the speaker out because I didn't know if that needed to be cut out last time. So I'm going to do that real quick. So here are those door clips. I mean the clips for to hold the insulation up or the vibration thing up, and you just got to make sure you put it the right way. This is always the fun part, remembering which way to put it. I think it goes like that. Nope. Should be like that. Let me find the hole. Nope. That looks like it. And it's a hole. Oh, hold on. It's a hole that doesn't have metal marks all over it. So it's right there. And it fell out. Let's try this. It's all tore up already, so we're gonna try it. Hopefully it'll work. This is actually the clip. Let's try. Let's try making a hole. Or not. Okay. This one. Holes over here, right here. Sorry, it's hard to see. Really need one like in the middle, but I don't know how to do that, or I don't want to drill into anything and screw something up. But that was that pain in the ass thing. So now next will be the door panel, and I'll get set up for that next. So here is the brand new clips for the door panel. Be careful opening the bag. They just exploded all over me. So let's try not to do that again. And we're gonna go ahead and put the door panel back on. Just slide off like this. Tough little bugger. That's good. It means it won't fall off. I'm gonna try to put it back on. This way. Good, nice and tight fit. Place this one. All right. Should I look at this? There. Oh, there's one missing. Oh well. Let's do it. Of course, my door panel fell because it's windy as hell outside. Thank God they don't break that easy, seemingly. Okay. So, slide this through. Make sure you slide your popper through. Make sure the popper stays, because that likes to pop back out, and then you put the door panel on and it's gone. And then you just slide this part up and over. This is where the popper likes to come out at. And there they go, popping out. Of course. It was an old one. Of course. So you just want to line these up and make sure it's up there. Just make sure it's lined up. And you literally just slam them once you get them on the holes. Make sure they're all lined up in the holes, or else they'll bend and break and make you swear. And see if I can't show you. There you go. Sounds terrible, but it works. And there you go. And then you just snap this back in like that. You usually the screw for the door handle is nice and rusty and nasty looking and dirty. That's how you usually know that one's that one. Let's try this again. There we go. All right, and it's back together besides this piece, which is the piece that you can hurt yourself putting back on. There we go. And it's back together. Thank you, Jesus, it's over. Thank you for watching.